So what are we gonna have to do? I'm gonna literally give you a secret. People will pay me $10,000 for what I'm about to tell you right now. There's 3 things. Actually, I would say 6 things. 3 of them is for leadership, 3 is for culture. Do you have an office? All virtual. It's harder to build culture that way, but you can still do it. But number 1 of leadership is self-leadership. How are you leading yourself? If you can't lead yourself, how are you gonna lead others? Like, you need to be an example to your team. When I see you, I shouldn't even question if you're a leader. If I had all your team around me, right? If they were all here, then you had your team here, I wouldn't have to question like, okay, so who's the leader here? Who do I speak to? I should already know it's you. If you saw Andy Elliott here and you see all of us, Andy's aura, the way we look at him, the way that we speak and interact with him, and the way like we kind of hover over him, you'll be like, that's the leader. He sets that example. He sets that presence that he's the leader without even saying anything. That's very powerful. That's called moral authority. I learned that through him, that when you see him, you're like, I want to be like that guy. I like what I see. I like his values, his standards. That's a leader, right? Number 2 is leading others. How are you leading them? How are you speaking to them? Are you speaking life into them? Be like, hey man, I appreciate you. Just letting you know this position that you have right now, even though you're starting as a setter, I see you as you becoming a closer. I see you as being someone that eventually can move up in the company. And when I build this big enough, hey, I'm gonna probably put a CEO here and maybe start something else. Like how Paul is doing. I'm gonna wanna scale this and I'm gonna need some help. Paint that vision. The whole purpose of a leader is to help them develop a big vision, but you have to empower them too. It's a lot of work being the leader, because it's selfless. You're literally ministering to your people. You know what the word minister means? It means to serve. You're probably thinking church, Bible study, God, everything. No, God calls us all to minister, but the actual meaning of minister means to serve. Do you know what the Latin word of minister means? Ministrium. The root Latin word of minister, which means ministrum, is minus, means less me, more you. So if I'm a leader, it's less than me, but more of you. I have to be selfless. That means it's not about me, it's about you. That's what a leader does. You're ministering to your people. And then number 3, you build leaders to build more leaders. That's the formula. Self-leadership, leading others, ministering to them, empowering them, helping them develop a big vision. And now you're gonna help them build, you're gonna build leaders so then they build more leaders. Now you have a fully functional, it's called an engine. You're creating an engine within your team that's self-sustaining, that even if you step out, the company is still growing and you're still producing, because you set the right standards, the morals and values inside of your company for them to grow, okay? Now let's take it to a whole different level. Culture. When you develop culture within your team, you gotta do, are they all around the country or are they all here?
No, pretty much. A few are in San Diego and the other are like all over.
So culture virtually is a little bit difficult when you're creating culture. Online. If it's in the office, getting together, doing races, hey, if you beat me from there or there, someone's gonna get $100. Something simple like that. You're creating a cool culture and environment for people, right? But if it's virtually, you can say, be like, hey guys, I'm gonna give $100 for the first person to run a mile in under 8 minutes. And I want you to time it on an Apple Watch or something. Let's do this. After our calls today and everything, by 8 o'clock tonight, as soon as we get off your calls, we're all gonna do a team run, and the person who has the fastest time wins $100. That's how you start building culture outside of it, because now they're gonna compete with each other. Some people get motivated by money, or some people get motivated by competing, winning. They don't wanna lose. But creating culture is, they gotta love what they do, love who they're doing it with, and love who they're doing it for. If you can master those 3, bro, the leadership and that, you will build a massive company. It's exactly what Andy's done.